Hello and welcome. I hope you're all doing well in this weird world we are living in right now. But today we want to focus on some nice things, and that is air combat again, virtual air combat that is. And I thought with the new damage model out, I just hop into a Focke-Wulf 190 A5 and shred some Russian aircraft, some Soviet aircraft. And at the same time I thought I used the opportunity to do another decisions in the making video, more or less, and at the same time commenting on the damage model, what I've changed and something. We are flying here on the Wings of Liberty server, and at the beginning I'm covering the northern warehouse, and I expect that like somebody takes off right away and goes for this warehouse, and my plan is to intercept him. I expect planes down low, but I was wrong, and the first enemy is flying rather high. So I spot this A20 here, and he is just leveled out, flying on the top cloud layer. And I thought he's trying to level bomb or try to find the target. I'm not quite sure. So I try my first burst here, trying to hit him. And my aim is a little bit off, and my shots go to the right a little bit. Later I'm on the target, and I just hose him down here with lots of bullets, and I'm a bit lucky that I don't get hit by the debris there. And we will see in the replay that I hit him quite well. My comments on the damage model. I really like the damage model so far. All the different shells which are in the game are now quite distinct and different, be it Allied or Western allies like Hispanos cannons and AP rounds like the 50 cal, or the Russian UBS guns. They are all now very different, and I like that so far. Especially the HE rounds are now very distinct in comparison to the AP rounds. Usually in the game it was like that the main damage was done by kinetic energy, so the shell was impacting on the aircraft and was cracking some ribs or some spars or something like this, and this caused, for example, a wing to come off. Now an HE shell hits a wing and basically rips a huge hole into it, and basically destroying the aerodynamic capabilities of that wing, and so you lose lift and you lose speed, and eventually you can't hold the aircraft in the air anymore. And I think that is what a HE shell was supposed to do, and so far I find this very realistic. Later I decide to fly a little bit further south, and I'm flying over an enemy objective, and I see a couple of Allied aircraft or Axis aircraft attacking this objective, and I spot an LA5 FN attacking 110, so I decide to slot into him and give him some shots, and I hit him again quite well, and he had no chance to do anything after that. I think he even killed his pilot. But you see now that visually the aircraft, when the aircraft replay rolls, that visually the aircraft is not that damaged, but let me tell you, I got hit a couple of times by mine shells the last couple of days, and the damage is quite catastrophically. So he's probably, if he would be conscious here, he would have not been able to pull up or do anything with his aircraft anymore. It's just shredded. Just a few minutes later I see a couple of Russian attackers going for those tanks here, and it's quite a dangerous spot here, so I decide to do one attack and just to head out again. And I see this Peshka here basically almost in a loop, or diving down again from a loop, so I try to give some lead and give him a burst. and I didn't hit him that well, but you see in the replay that he has now some huge holes on the, I think, right side of the aircraft. Left side, I see now. Left side, you see the tail is quite damaged and the wing is quite damaged. And assuming I would have the chance here now to chase him down, he would have not been able to get away that quickly. The aerodynamic penalty is quite strong now. But I decided not to pursue him since, yeah, like I said, pretty dangerous spot on the deck. Really not worth it to chase after him here. So he escapes and is even landing and stuff. But just shortly, a few minutes later, I see this P40 attacking the same spot again. And I'm basically doing the same here. First I had to get rid of speed and altitude so I don't black out in the attempt to get him. So I stopped in, trying to lead again. He's a little bit wobbling up and down, that makes it a bit difficult to get lead. But I hit the left wing quite well, and after that he's super slow, and I just observe him, contemplating to attack him again. But another friendly comes in and hits him a couple times with MGs, and he bails out after that, I think. And that gives the kill credit to the guy who hits him with MG, which is a bit sad for me. I don't care that much, but I'm a bit ridiculous, I have to say. There's a MG fire. And I think he bails out after that. I don't have a replay of that, but he's quite damaged off the on the left wing, and he's super slow and he's leaking coolant, and this P40 would have been dead within the next minute or two. Yeah, like I said, the damage is now more varied, especially you see other damages. The damage now manifests in more different ways. For example, yesterday I was flying the BF-109 G4 and had an intense fight against an LA-5FN, and I got hit once by the Shavak cannon on the right wing. My wing was damaged, but I could not effectively use my right aileron anymore. The aileron was moving, but it has absolutely almost no impact anymore, because the shot was really right on the aileron. And I really liked, I did not like that to be shot down like this, but at the same time it felt very convincing, because it was one hit, but it was a very good hit. I was still capable of flying, my wing was not coming off, which would be the case, I think, before the patch. But now I had to fight with this absolutely damaged wing. So in the end of the round here, which concludes this video almost, I see another yak to my left side, and shortly later I notice that there's a second Soviet aircraft on a Focke-Wulf 190, and I decide to go low 60 and try to help this poor fella. And one of the Soviet aircraft is just coming down from a loop, and I see the chance here to go low 6, since I'm pretty sure he is absolutely focused on the target ahead of him. So I can do my favorite thing and can try to basically attack from a position which is very good for me. He's absolutely target fixated. I can go low 6, and he has absolutely no chance of defending against this anymore. I know that this guy is down, so I try to focus on the next one. I mean, I don't know precisely that he is down, but he looked very damaged, so I thought, okay, he has no chance of getting back from that. So initially I thought, okay, maybe I get this LA5 as well, but first, he's quite fast. Second, I'm very low on fuel, and he is already heading out. It seems like he's already reacting to the danger, to me, basically against me here. So I decide to let off and go back to the airfield here shortly. But that's basically it for this video. Like I said, I really like the damage model. I like that the AHEs are now doing this kind of aerodynamic damage, not ripping off wings that often anymore. Still happens, but it's not that often anymore. At the same time, like 1, 2, 3 hits to an aircraft are already doing quite some damage. That means that you can catch enemies you hit before, or that they are at least out of the fight and stuff. So thumbs up for that. I hope you enjoyed this video and my few comments on the what happened on the screen. Hoping to see you in the next one. Stay healthy.